Airline safety briefings used to consist of some cabin crew standing in the aisle holding life jackets and a seatbelt. They'd show you the whistle. What's with the whistle? No one would pay much attention and the plane would take off. Air New Zealand decided to make things more interesting. Frankly, speaking personally, Richard Simmons wearing fluoros and screaming dementedly at me to buckle up wasn't my idea of a good time, but body-painted crew and swoon-inducing All Blacks made other safety videos viral hits globally. And now there's a new one capitalising New Zealand's profile in the rest of the world as the place where the Lord of the Rings and Hobbit movies have been made. The video premiered today on Air New Zealand flights across the globe, and Fiona Owen went to find out what all the fuss is about.
It's 6:45 a.m. and these passengers clearly have their minds on the business day ahead. A tough crowd to launch a quirky new video on.
You are now about to be the first people to see the new Safety Hobbit video.
Welcome aboard this Air Middle-earth flight. Before we set out on our journey, I would like to impart a story of safety.
The creative opportunity on the Air New Zealand video was to put the audience and the people on the aeroplane into Middle-earth, while still obviously telling all the important information that has to go into one of these videos.
Because the theme is around the Hobbit movie, Weta and Air New Zealand had to get the blessing of Warner Brothers for the script. Weta writer-director Ben Hawker wrote the script and nicknamed it an unexpected safety briefing.
The idea we had was to try and make a flying Comic-Con, to make it about the fans, and that way you don't have to compromise on what you're showing. It's still Middle-earth, but through the eyes of everybody who enjoys the franchise.
Due to airline schedules and the scale of the production, Weta had to ditch their plan to film on board a real 777-300.
We reconstructed a 777 up in Auckland and filmed it all on a set.
Should you need a light in darkness to help you find your way, the escape path lighting will lead you to an exit.
Air New Zealand is well aware Hobbit fan interest in New Zealand is worth millions to our tourism market. It's declared itself to be the official airline of Middle-earth.
We want to try and draw the fantasy out of the movie and make it tangible and accessible and real for people. So we want people to come to New Zealand and experience that Middle-earth does exist, and it does exist in the culture, the personality, the imagery that you can reach out and touch.
The lead roles are taken by Air New Zealand crew. Hamish here is a real captain, and these two guys are real Tolkiens. Royd and Mike Tolkien are the great-grandsons of the Hobbit author. The film's writer hopes passengers will spot a new gag every time they see the video.
The idea being that we wanted two geeks who were dragging their partners on this trip to go and see The Hobbit, to visit Wellington. You can imagine the premieres along, and so they're patient partners and they're going to accompany their boyfriends, but they're avid fans. The girls are not convinced until they see the handsome flight attendant, who's another one of our characters, Mark, who's playing the handsome ranger, sort of Aragorn-esque. It would be if there was an Aragorn in this movie. We have the two elves, we have the captain, who's a wizard-type character, and even a few cameos from animals, and a couple of very special cameos that I should let everyone watch.
My precious.
No matter how entertaining the safety video is, at the end of the day, you've got to know what to do should an oxygen mask appear before you.
Good morning, welcome aboard.
Hi, thank you. But with the advent of YouTube, the safety video can have another function as a powerful marketing tool for a mass audience.
Air New Zealand safety videos have attracted 22 million online views.
We create this content with a far greater reach rather than just the people that are flying on board our aircraft.
Do you feel an obligation to watch the safety message even if you're really tired?
I do, and I know the crew are watching me to see whether I watch it as well. So I pay avid attention. I can probably recite it word for word.
There's no smoking allowed anywhere of any kind on this aircraft.
The Weta guys are keen to know what the flying public and YouTube viewers think of the video.
I love this time in any film, but with Lord of the Rings and now The Hobbit, you know, with Gollum in the airport and now the video coming out in the livery on the aeroplanes, it's very exciting, amazing. And then the film, mustn't forget that film that we've been working on.
In the meantime, hard-out Hobbit fans around the world can get their Tolkien fix online. And closer to home, the 8:30 Wellington to Auckland service may have convinced a few more Middle-earthlings to surrender to Hobbit mania.
May the road rise up to meet you and your bed grow ever longer. May the sun shine warm upon your... Fly, you fools!